Hey, what's up everybody, welcome back to more Final Fantasy X, the HD Remastered edition. And after my little Blitzball adventure for the last 3 parts is back to the story. And we find ourselves in Guado Salam where Maester Seymour requests our presence. So let's chat to some people, let's find a few things, open a few chests, and then we'll head in and continue the story.
The Maester is also the High Priest of Makalania Temple. So, he administers both the temple and Guado affairs.
Okay, so as we've already noticed, he's a pretty important guy in Spirit. Yeah, so the Guado seem pretty religious as well, so they dislike the Albed. Can I get through? I think he's that should be one of the Guado glories. No, Guado, okay. So yeah, there you go. So they seem to be religious people that, you know, trying to do what's right by Yevon and Spira in general. So there is an Albed primer here. Let me try and find that. I don't know if the cutscene's going to trigger first though. No, okay. There's quite a few little chests and that kind of stuff here. In general, when it comes to chests, I've said from the start, you know, even though I know the game well, I don't know where every single thing is, and even some things that I do know, when you're doing live commentary, it's easy to miss them. So there will be chests and stuff that sometimes go missing. Feel free to let me know in the comments, like I've already said, and maybe once I'm done with the storyline and we move on to side quests, I might do a quick sweep up of everything that still remains. So that way I'll be able to find everything. Because most of the stuff in this game is not... Hey? 'Tis old Guado I speak, a tongue seldom heard even within Guado Salam now. Okay, well why are you telling me that? So yeah, most of the chests here, they're not missable, so you can always kind of go back to them, because there will come a time in the game when you'll be able to access all of the areas of the game, and when that happens you'll be able to go back and get stuff, or find stuff that originally you didn't even realise was there, so never fear. It's more the Albed primers. There's another one. There are definitely Albed primers that are missable in the game, so I'll do my best to inform you guys of when that happens, because there are a few that you will miss, and there's not really much you can do. You have to do another playthrough and upload your save file that has the most, you know, Albed primers around. Yeah, I didn't say that. So yeah, you might have to, if you do miss one of the missable ones, you'll have to either reload an earlier save or just start a new game and get whichever ones you can. So that was the primer for this area. There's not another one until the next area, so it should be fine. Ah, Owaka, next to his competition.
Oh!
Okay, let's chat.
I tell you, these Guado merchants are shrewd. Ripping off the pilgrims that come to visit the far plane. Listen, you watch that they don't get you too. Me you can trust. More than a Guado at least. What do you say?
At least he said more than the Guado at least. So he's kind of saying, well, okay, I rip people off as well, but you lad, you get a discount. So, Death Touch. So this is kind of like Waka's Stone Touch ability, and Death. A lot of fiends, especially early on in the game, and even a lot of fiends later in the game, they are not immune to death. So Death, as you might have guessed, is like an insta kill. So if you attack the enemy with this weapon, there is a 50% chance that they're going to die instantly, provided they have no resistance to death. So because it's for Lulu, it's a bit annoying, because obviously we use Lulu for magic stuff anyway. So I don't think it's the best idea to get Lulu Death Touch, but if you're really struggling and you really would like an insta-kill ability, then Fatal Kate Sith, Cat Sith, don't know if the eye's silent, that's the way to go. Free slot is not bad. That's pretty cheap for a free slot. Yeah, so I'll equip that, because might be able to put something useful on that final ability. And we get a bunch of lightning ward armors, which don't really need right now. Let's compare it to this guy. 2475. Let me have another quick check here. See who's cheaper.
More than a guado.
Okay, alright, I get it. Well, okay, he has a different style of weapon, so 1650 for this one, and it was 2475 from the Guado, so Awaka is cheaper. I don't know if the discount we get is still carrying through from before. Like, if you didn't give Awaka a lot of gil, is his items going to be more expensive, but I'm not too sure. But you don't really need any of these, really. I mean, if there's an ability that you've seen in the customization list that you particularly like, of course you can get something with a free slot if you wish, but it's not that important. Yeah, there's a few good things here. Don't really need to... Okay. There's another area of Guado Salam that we haven't explored yet. And if you notice, Awaka said people are coming here to visit the far plane. So we've heard about the far plane, which is where people get sent to after they die. So that apparently seems to be here, which is interesting to say the least. Okay, let's head into the manor and see just what Seymour wants. Take me as your pillar of strength, huh? Whatever could that mean? Okay, there's a lot of optional conversations here, and I hope I get all of them.
I don't like the smell of this one, eh?
Yeah, it's that kind of evilish music playing. Okay. I'm sorry. Chest here that might not be easy to see. Definitely didn't see that one until a few playthroughs later.
These are the past leaders of the Guado.
They all look the same.
Maester Seymour doesn't look like them, no.
Don't you know? The last leader, Maester Jiskel, wed a human woman. She was Seymour's mother.
Okay, so that's why Seymour, well, I guess if you do look at the pictures, he does look kind of different. He is genuinely like a mixed race between Guado and human. Is she going to offer any more insight?
The last leader,
Okay, she's just going to repeat
Maester
herself.
Jiskel.
Why repeat yourself? It's a bit weird.
Stay close to Yuna.
So at the moment, Jiskel is going to become quite an important character for the next hour and a half.
I wonder what smells so nice.
Yeah, in this section, Riku's just interested in the food.
Why does he want to see me?
Kimari not like Mr. Seymour.
I've always said that Kimari gets better and better. He just continues to grow on me the more the game goes on.
This way, please. This way, please.
Okay.
I will go inform Lord Seymour. Please wait here.
Okay, so I think to progress the story here, you need to chat to everyone individually, because there's not really much else you can do, so let's begin.
What could it be? Oh.
Kimari speak no more.
He is obedient, I'll give him that.
Stay on your guard.
Why? This guy is just a priest, right?
Those with power use that power. Maesters have power.
Wait. You sure you don't have something against Yevon?
I lived a long time in Zanarkand.
Ah.
Another one of those classic lines that will appeal to people who have previously played the game.
I get the feeling he called us up here for more than just dinner.
Yep, Waka's kind of like Tidus. They both share that ability where when they both think that something bad's gonna happen, it tends to be the case.
This is good.
Yep, that's exactly what I meant. You see, that's what happens when you have someone young kind of in the party. They're just there to enjoy the food. I don't blame her.
There's no temple here in Guadasalam, see? Summoners usually just pass through on their way elsewhere. What?
I didn't even ask a question and you're explaining things.
You'd rather I say nothing, then?
No. Maybe you finally believe I don't know anything about Spira. And maybe that means you believe me about Zanarkand, too?
Well, there are many things I do not know. Your Zanarkand is one of those things. I suppose I can't say what I think either way. Still, be careful. You shouldn't tell other people.
Yeah, I know.
See, admitting that you know little is actually, I believe anyway, a true sign of wisdom. Go Lulu.
Truly, it is good to have guests again. Since Lord Jiskel passed away, these halls have been too quiet.
The death of Lord Jiskel was a great loss for all of Spira.
Was this Maester Jiskel really such a great guy?
He brought the teachings of Yevon to the Guado. He was truly a great man.
Truly a loss for us all. But now a new leader, Lord Seymour, has come before us. Lord Seymour is the child of a Guado and a human. He will be the tie that binds our two races together. But that is not all, I think. Lord Seymour, he will surely become the shining star that lights the way for all the peoples of Spira.
That is enough trouble. Must I always endure such praise? Welcome.
You wanted to see me?
Please, make yourselves at home. There's no rush.
Please keep this short. Yuna must rush.
Pardon me. It has been a long time since I had guests. Lady Yuna, this way.
Alright, here comes one of my favourite FMVs.
This sphere is a reconstruction created from the thoughts of the dead that wander the far.
Zanarkand?
Correct. Zanarkand, as it looked 1,000 years ago. The great and wondrous Machina city, Zanarkand. She once lived in this metropolis.
She who?
Man, I love Zanarkand. That place looks so awesome. But pay attention, people. This is important.
Lady Yunalesca!
She was the first person to defeat sin and save the world from its ravages. And you have inherited her name.
It was my father who named me.
Lord Braska was entrusting you with a great task. He wanted you to face sin as Lady Yunalesca did. However, Lady Yunalesca did not save the world alone. To defeat the undefeatable sin, it took an unbreakable bond of love, of the kind that binds two hearts for eternity.
Wow, your face is beet red.
You okay?
He asked me to marry him.
You serious? Hey!
You know what Yuna must do.
Of course. Lady Yuna, no, all summoners are charged with bringing peace to Spira. But this means more than just defeating sin. She must ease the suffering of all Spira. She must be a leader for the people. I proposed to Lady Yuna as a maester of Yevon.
Spira is no playhouse. A moment's diversion may amuse an audience, but it changes nothing.
Even so, the actors must play their parts. There's no need to answer right away. Please, think it over.
We will do so then. We leave.
Lady Yuna, I await your favorable reply. Why are you still here, sir? I beg your pardon. We Guado are keen to the scent of the far plain.
Oh man, I love that scene. Tidus sniffing Orin. Spira's no playhouse fool. So just what is Seymour playing at here? What is his aim? Why is he doing this? I mean, at the moment, from what he said, it just sounds like kind of a political thing to strengthen his position as, you know, as a uniter of all the races and all this kind of stuff. So, I don't know. But as time goes on, we're going to find out more, and we're going to see just what Yuna's thinking.
Yuna, the High Summoner's daughter. Seymour, the leader of the Guado. Married in the name of Yevon, overcoming the barriers of race. It would give Spira something cheery to talk about for a change.
Sounds just like a passing daydream, like Oren says.
Come on, let's just get on with the pilgrimage. I mean, marriage?
Jealous?
What? No way. We gotta defeat sin. Romance can wait.
You sure picked a fine time to lay this one on us.
Maybe it is a fine time.
You serious?
If my getting married would help Spira, if it would make people happy, if I could do that for people, maybe I should do what I can. I never imagined doing anything like this, but I won't answer till I know what's right.
Seriously?
You could always just quit your pilgrimage and get married.
I will. Go on. I'm sure that Lord Seymour will understand.
I guess so.
I am a summoner. I must fight and defeat sin.
Like Braska before you.
I had to stop myself from shouting. What's there to think about?
I'm going to the far plane. I'm going to see my father and think on this.
Go on. We'll be right behind you.
I wondered why none of the others ever asked Yuna. Do you love Seymour? Do you even like him?
So this section here is probably one of the first times, well, one of the most obvious times where Tidus's lack of knowledge of Spira and his youth and naivety really, you know, come to the forefront. So the kind of questions that he's asking there, his whole attitude towards this thing, I mean, it is a valid point. You know, why is everyone so, you know, she's just a 17-year-old summoner trying to do her thing. Why this whole marriage thing now? What is the point? Let's just get on with the pilgrimage. But yeah, the motivations and you know, most of the questions that Tidus has are going to be answered within the next few hours. So I'm not going to elaborate too much on it. But just for those of you that are new to the story, just stick with it, and let's head to the far plane.